And you know what? I want to totally redefine what it is that people tend to call me, like enlightened or not enlightened, whatever they call me. I don't want to be in that. Like on the human level, because you see that's so much grandiose. That's so much like, I'm enlightened, you're not. I don't even want to play there. To the narcissist, they'll be like, yes, yes, yes. To the less narcissistic personalities, they'll be like, oh no, I need someone that's enlightened. But I just want, if I'm going to be seen as anything as a speaker, I just want to be seen as a young woman that's incredibly wise for her age and has explored loads and knows lots of different things in order to have a more happy, balanced life, and she wants to share that with you. And if you've got an open heart, then that sharing could have a beautiful effect. That's all it should be. Screw all this enlightenment stuff and non-enlightenment and guru. On the human level, as a speaker, I just want to be seen as someone that can potentially open your mind up to something different. That's all. Because that's what excites me. And I had this profound realization and seeing, and I'm so happy to share that. And I think that's the way that speaking about this in the West should be more directed, is that we're just sharing. Not this guru thing or teacher thing or enlightened thing. That's the capitalist, old-fashioned way. I know it's got a relationship to India, but you know that with the new generations coming up, we've got the possibility to think of a different way of being together. And it doesn't have to be this central figure that we all look up to. But there's so many different possibilities in which we can live and share together. And YouTube and the internet is amazing. It's so amazing that we can share all this free information together. And I'm not saying non-duality is about the information, but there is a part to learning about it. But you can share the presence of what you are. It can be a pointing to that presence. And we stop making it such a personal human thing of guru and traditions. And that really excites me. Because in our culture, particularly Western culture, we're into worshipping personalities. We're into worshipping this perfect figure. So, you know, like in the news, or even with the idea of guru, it's like this perfect figure that never gets angry, that's always happy. So if you compare it to like a Hollywood pop star or something, or they're always projecting that they're this perfect person, always beautiful, always happy, perfect family, look beautiful, have nice things. And then this is the same as the guru. It's the same mentality, that they've always got to be perfect, they're always happy, they look a particular way. We don't need to do that anymore, the worshipping of personality. There's something much greater that we could open our minds to, and as we open our minds to it, then it spreads to other humans. And I think things like YouTube are debunking it. Like YouTube's doing amazing things because people are showing themselves raw. Like there's a YouTube that I've done or a live stream I've done where I've just started crying in the middle of the live stream, where people are showing themselves more humanely. Like I sit here and I've got a nice background now, but sometimes my background's a bit messy, or I've done it in the bathroom before. with this more intimacy. It's not about grandeur. It's not about this perfect show off. Look how good I am. I'm better than. It's humble. Like, why are people doing that? That's all about advertisement and business. You know, this guru with their flowers next to them and their picture next to them and a big religious sign behind them. Why do they do that? In one way, I can see the beauty of it because it's so unpopular and we've got to compete in this society in order for non-duality to be heard. But as the people that are listening to me, you can see beyond that, that's not needed anymore. We don't have to be dripping in gold in order to make non-duality valid. We don't have to have flowers next to us and a huge audience to make this subject valid, or a big religious sign, or lots of gurus. This subject is valid because it touches your heart, because your heart sings. And at the same time, I'm really not meaning to criticize. In order for me to point this out, it has to seem like I'm criticizing. I'm also really grateful for the teachers that do that, because it actually pushes into the mainstream. By doing that, they push into the mainstream and they make this subject more accessible in the mainstream. And I'm actually super grateful for that as well, because I'm so passionate about this subject. I love it. And I know that in order for humans to change, this subject has to go viral. And then at the same time, I know that more like those personality types that always think they're right will be listening to what I'm saying and thinking that they know better. This isn't about not having humility to someone that knows lots of stuff. Like, have humility to someone that you can recognize that knows more stuff than you, and listen. Like, I'm always looking to see, you know, where I can open, where I can learn, where I can expand of anyone. This isn't about not having humility by debunking the idea of guru. Like, I'm always learning from Khaleesi. I'm always learning from peers, from YouTube. I watch psychology videos to learn more, to expand the mind more. Like, sometimes I think because I debunk it to an extent, and I like things to be really humble, I think that also can sometimes encourage a mentality of, they like that because they want to present themselves as someone that knows better, and somebody that doesn't present themselves as grand isn't so much competition for the person listening. So don't be fooled by yourself. Use everything to explore who you are, what you think, and then ultimately see that none of that is you. Be humble. Humility is such a great gift. Hey, Khaleesi. Hey, Khaleesi. Yeah, Khaleesi is a covert narcissist. No, I'm joking. Convert narcissist, I think, is like the worst of the narcissists. It's funny, all this different. I'm just because I watch these videos, I'm talking about it.